Sikkim is sheer magic. For generations, Sikkim has charmed travelers with its picturesque landscape and mystical aura. Nestled in the Himalayan mountains, the state of Sikkim is regarded as the land of holy rivers. Perhaps there is no part of the world which offers a spectacular panorama with every turn of the road as Sikkim. In recent years, the government of Sikkim has extensively promoted tourism. These efforts have been complemented by tangible development and progress. Endowed with exceptional natural resources, Sikkim is the hotspot of biodiversity. With the advent of rural and ecotourism, the state of Sikkim has matured in its traditions and culture. Therefore, with the rise in tourism, the state revenue has increased 14 times since the mid-1990s. On the contrary, the preposterous cry for development has silenced the ailing wail of the Himalayas. We have been caught in a vicious cycle of errors and desires. The rise in tourism has had an unprecedented impact on the ecology and biodiversity of Sikkim. Gangtok, capital and the largest town of Sikkim, is vibrant with tourist activities. Some of the most popular destinations being Ganesh Talk, Tashi Viewpoint and the Himalayan Zoological Park.
जो रोड साइड में जो होता है, जो गार्बेज जो होता है, उसमें पूरा रोड साइड में पूरा डाल देते थे आदमी लोग. सो पीपल डोंट हैव ऑप्शन टू थ्रो गार्बेज. उसका ऑप्शन भी नहीं था.
The waste from Gangtok and other neighboring towns is being dumped in the 32nd Mile Waste Processing Center. This facility was equipped with several waste processing machines, but all have ceased to operate. Approximately 50 tons of waste arrives at this facility every day, most of which can obviously be regarded as untreated waste.
What is the condition of waste?
Before it has been done by Urban Development Department, and I represent municipality, and Mangan is just 1.5 years only, so it's in the initial period. As of now, there's nothing as proper system here, but we are planning to have one proper system where we can segregate waste and manage waste in a proper way.
What about the problem of the dumping site being just near the Teesta River?
It is a regular practice here for so many years. We've been looking for a land. Land acquisition is the biggest problem for us here. The moment you talk about waste, people always consider it is like alien. So not in my backyard is the concept here.
Okay.
So that is the major problem that we are facing.
Mangan district dumping site is situated next to the Teesta River. This has led to disposal of contaminated waste, especially during the monsoon season.
The waste which is being generated in Namchi, so how do you segregate it? Is there any particular process, or is there any particular committee who looks under the waste and the waste management?
So no. Formally it was managed by some NGO, but they failed to manage it. So we took the charge of it.
In the year 2011, Jorthang dumping site was engulfed in a fire which the state authority was not able to douse. Emission of toxic fumes continues till today.
How is the PTDA handling the management of waste?
Basically, the garbage has been always the main agenda in our activity. Pelin has developed so fast into leading tourism destination. The minimum activity on the garbage management has become little turned out to be not successful because the produce of garbage has become more. We have intended to take the help of the government also, because we want to give it such a solution that these zero waste management becomes a practice not only in the villages but in all the major destinations, including the market, bazaar and all, where so long there is no zero waste management done.
पिछले कुछ सालों में टूरिज्म कितना बढ़ा है?
पिछले सालों में पहले से ज़्यादा आ रहा है.
जो यहाँ पे दुकानें भी काफ़ी खुल गई, चिप्स के पैकेट्स की, पेट बॉटल्स की, तो ये जो कूड़ा हो रहा है, जो गार्बेज इकट्ठा हो रहा है, वो उसका आप लोग क्या करते हैं? कैसे मैनेज कर रहे हैं उस कूड़े को?
अभी तक तो उसका अच्छा से मैनेजमेंट किया नहीं है.
हाँ जी.
उसको सेग्रीगेशन पॉइंट अभी तक मिल नहीं रहा है. और अभी तक तो सारे जलाते हैं.
उत्तरी के लोगों को पता है कि कूड़ा जो जला रहे हैं उससे एनवायरनमेंट में कितना इफेक्ट होता है?
थोड़ा कम है. अवेयरनेस का जरूरत ही है अभी.
In Uttare, people indulge in traditional methods of waste handling. Individual households in Uttare burn their waste to make it disappear, thinking it as a safe method and that they have cleansed themselves through fire.
जुमसा क्या है?
हमारा फोर फादर के ज़माने से है. जुमसा सिस्टम एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो एक एनजीओ टाइप का है. जुमसा सिस्टम जो जिसमें कि हर एक घर का एक मेंबर उसमें शामिल होता है. तो जुमसा में एक 2 पिपन होता है, 5 गेम्बो होता है. गेम्बो मतलब गाँव का थोड़ा नॉलेज जिसका नॉलेज है, थोड़ा समाज सेवा करने वाला, ऐसे लोग भी चुनते हैं. उसके बाद 2 ट्रेजरर होता है, चीपो बोलते हैं जिसको, चीपो, और उनका फिर उन सब का सहयोग करने वाला रनर जैसा, प्यून जैसा 2 होता है, ज्ञापन करके जमा हम लोग का बॉडी होता है एक. उसमें फिर लामा लोगों का भी इंक्लूड होता है. लामा का छोटिम्पा होता है और 5 गेम्बो होता है और नेपो जो मैस को संभालते हैं. ऐसे एक ग्रुप होता है. इन्हीं के साथ साथ हमारा पूरा टीम चलता है. जुमसा गांव का जितना भी लोग हैं जिसमें जुमसा एक ऐसी चीज़ है जिसमें कोई करप्शन नहीं है. जो भी चीज़ सरकार से आता है वो इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है. जो भी काम होता है हमारा, जैसे प्लांटेशन होता है गांव के लिए, जो भी काम होता है वो सब जुमसा ही उसको पहले लेकर फिर जुमसा पूरा पब्लिक को काम देता है. और सरकार की तरफ से जैसे म्यूनसिपलिटी का एक गाड़ी बेचने से वो गाड़ी में उठा कर ले जाना था, तो गार्बेज के लिए सरकार ने कोई कदम नहीं उठाया.
गवर्नमेंट नहीं, वो एनजीओस है ना, जो रजिस्टर्ड एनजीओस है, उसने ऐसा अवेयरनेस थोड़ा प्रोग्राम तो कर रहा है. फिर भी उसका जगह मिल नहीं रहा है. अभी तक गवर्नमेंट ने इधर इस जगह में कुछ किया नहीं है अभी तक. तो
So long there is no zero waste management done. We have intended to take the help of the government also, because so long we haven't got a recycling plant.
Okay.
We would like to request the government to establish a recycling plant.
In Aritang, Gangtok, the practice of waste disposal has proved to be an encouraging solution with regard to accessibility through roads. Early in the morning, waste from individual households are collected in a container which is then transported to the GMC trucks. Here, the basic level of segregation is done. However, it is notable that the wastes are separated by use of bare hands. A lot of this waste is sold to rag pickers who in turn reuse and recycle it.
कोई गारंटी नहीं,
विवेक होता है
नहीं
कभी आता है कभी नहीं है,
कोई गारंटी नहीं है, कभी ज्यादा भी आ सकता है, वही लोग देता है कचरा वाला।
तो ज्यादा आया तो कितना आता है?
उसको कोई लिमिट नहीं पाइएगा।
You won't be knowing the weight, no?
2 kg, 300 kg, 100 kg, 500 kg।
कहाँ से आते हैं आप लोग?
गंटक जहाँ मोहल्ला है, इलाका का माल आता है, जैसे आरी थान हुआ, बाईपास हुआ, बहुत कुछ आदमी यहाँ देता है, कुछ आदमी आगे देता है, कुछ आदमी नीचे देता है, जिसका जैसा पार्टी बांधा हुआ है, जिसको जिसको देता है।
5 साल के अंदर में उधर तो मतलब जगह के प्रॉब्लम से साल में 2 ट्रिप करके, जैसे 14 टन 15 टन करके गाड़ी जाता है उधर। अभी इधर नया अभी शिफ्ट आज से कर रहे हैं और इसके बाद आगे ऊपर वाले।
Due to increase in commercial activities around the Changu lake, waste has been dumped into the river, thus making it impure. Fortunately, better sense prevailed. The shops which were situated next to the river have now been moved further away, therefore restoring the sanctity of the river.
जो कचरा कलेक्ट होता है, आप कैसे उसका मतलब मेंटेन कैसे करते हो, क्या करते हो कचरे का?
वो इधर पे सभी जमा करते हैं और इधर पे जो पीएसएस है वो इधर से टाटा लेकर आते हैं, उसमें डाल के नीचे लेकर नीचे गार्बेज में डाल देता है।
What has been the department's role in Changu conservation?
Changu, as you know, is one of the most sacred lake in East District. So department has felt some program for the conservation of the Changu lake. So in this regard, we have formed Pokhari Sanrakshan Samiti in the year 2006. So thereafter, for any purpose we need some budget. So to increase the budgetary provision of the conservation of the Changu lake, we have started imposition of ₹10 from the tourist as a conservation fees. So whatever the money we have collected from the tourists is utilized for the conservation of the Changu lake.
पहले दुकान ऊपर में था लेक के पास, शिफ्टिंग हो गया नीचे पे, यहाँ पे शॉपिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स बनाया हुआ है, शॉपिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स में शिफ्टिंग हुआ और वहाँ पे जो जितना भी कचरा था, गार्बेज बहुत थे, क्योंकि छंगू पीएसएस से आगे गार्बेज मैनेजमेंट करने वाला कोई नहीं था, इसलिए डिपार्टमेंट और गवर्नमेंट के सोच के अनुसार भी ये पीएसएस का काम गार्बेज मैनेजमेंट भी है और वहाँ का गार्बेज सब उठा के नीचे डंपिंग कर दिया और यहाँ पे नया एक गार्बेज डंपिंग पॉइंट भी बनाया हमने 2008 के बाद, और यहाँ का दुकान का जितना भी गार्बेज है वहीं पे डालते हैं और हम ट्रक भेजते हैं और ट्रक में लोड करके सीधा नीचे ले जाते हैं। हमको कंजर्वेशन साथ में हमारा लोकल पब्लिक का प्रॉफिट अर्निंग्स क्या है वो भी हमको देखना पड़ता है। गार्बेज डंपिंग पॉइंट पूरा बंद कर दिया क्योंकि ये दिखाई व्यू पॉइंट के सामने ही था और टूरिस्ट जो भी आते थे वो एकदम खुला दिखाई दे रहा था, तो हमने सोचा कि ये गार्बेज डंपिंग पॉइंट बंद कराने का अच्छा है, क्योंकि जहाँ पे व्यू पॉइंट है वहीं पे कचरा का डंपिंग अच्छा नहीं लगता है,
ये सोच के हमने बंद करवा दिया। और हमारा अभी नया सेग्रीगेशन चैम्बर बना है, वो चलने वाला इशू। जो गार्बेज दुकान से गार्बेज लाएगा यहाँ पे डालेगा, यहाँ से हम सेग्रीगेट करके इस रैक जैसे है, तो अभी कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, रैक में सेग्रीगेट करके छुटा के यहाँ पे रखेंगे। और जो सेग्रीगेट नहीं होगा उसको डिस्पोजल के लिए भेज देंगे। लाइक यहाँ पे रहेंगे और यहाँ से धक्का मारेंगे और इस तरह से ट्रक में आसानी से लोड हो जाएगा।
जो यहाँ पे वाटर बॉटल बैन की गई ना, अलाउड नहीं है अभी भी टूरिस्ट लोग मांगते हैं वाटर बॉटल। तो आप क्या करते हो फिर?
हम लोग पानी से गर्म करके बॉईल करके देते हैं और बोतल पानी पी के फेंक जाता है ना, इसलिए थोड़ा ऐसा मिलेगा, थोड़ा डर्टी होता है।
I am running an environmental health club in our school from 2005. So under the programs taken by our club, last year we started a new project called vermicomposting.
In order to make this vermicomposting great, first of all we have collected the unwanted waste from our school surroundings and also from the kitchens and first of all, in order to make this bed, first of all we have made a bed of about 8 to 10 inches of the dry leaves, green leaves, waste from the kitchens and from our surroundings. And after this we put the cow dung over it and we just spread the soil on the top and we spray the earthworm. So finally we have to cover this bed, and it takes 6 to 8 months to be prepared. So it's been 4 months, so 2 months is left to be prepared.
Why this vermicomposting? Because our motive was that to reduce the waste generated in our school. Now we segregated the waste. We have also done like this. We have not done this thing in a haphazard way. We have segregated the waste. We have a 3-bin system in our school. We segregate the waste regularly. Our students do it in each and every class. Now,
since the generation of plastic in our school is quite very big, so as sir already said that we segregate the plastics. So this year only we have started one new initiatives to manage the plastics. So first of all we went to each and every classes of different classes up to class 6 and up to class 12. And after this we just collect the plastic which have silver in a side. So we have heard that plastic takes millions and millions of years to be degraded. So this time we have managed this plastic. First of all we collect all the plastics from different classes, and on our holidays we just cut it into small pieces and we make it from the cushions, and that is very beneficial, and we can use it in our classrooms and also in the offices.
Tell me about KCC.
Kanchenjunga Conservation Committee is a voluntary organization based in Yoksam. We work for nature conservation, culture, promote community-based tourism, and we are working on zero waste concept for solid waste management for Kanchenjunga National Park. We have a program called on zero waste. We manage the solid waste of Kanchenjunga National Park. So all the visitors visiting Kanchenjunga National Park has to declare their food resources which they are bringing for a trek. They have to go to the Kanchenjunga National Park checkpost and declare all the resources, and they have to attach their shopping list also, how many tin, bottle, plastic they are bringing up, and so after that only they can do their trek. So while coming down, our representative from Forest Department and KCC, they will check whether all the food item is, all the garbage, solid waste is brought back or not. So if it is some missing item is there in the checklist, they can be enforced fine up till 5,000 rupees.
this garbage is brought by HMI. HMI is a Himalayan Mountain Institute from Darjeeling, and they have 6 courses here. And end of the courses, they do bring this kind of garbage, and they are supporting us for conservations.
So where does this garbage go?
They are taking back to Darjeeling.
Okay, so they don't deposit the...
Yeah, actually for normal trekkers, they have to deposit in our segregation bins, but according to their rules and regulations, they have to take back this garbage to their institute, back to Darjeeling.
So that's how they help for conservation?
Yes, yes.
Alright. So you'll be writing forms, you know, what all articles you're taking up after this. As a tourist, how do you feel about this approach?
I think it's good to have things registered and all. If you're at a park, it's much better than handing cash over to somebody who, you know, you think apparently this is going to go towards preservation, but this feels like it's a very organized system, it seems like, so I feel good about it.
How do you feel, you know, about registering items what are going up there and will come back and be put in these dustbins?
I think it's definitely a good idea. I mean, it adds maybe 10 minutes in getting into the park, but it must be invaluable in keeping the land clean. And I don't see it as a big hindrance to tourism either, so it seems to be good.
How do I propose to solve these problems? By creating awareness amongst the people of Gangtok, starting off from the children, from the schools. We'll start off our program sometime in 2013. Right from the schools we'll start. Secondly, as far as the finance is concerned, you're trying to cover up all the users. Only 50% of the users are paying for the services being provided. You're trying to make that into 100%. So that way our financial burden will be reduced. And with that money, we will be able to buy more vehicles. My message to the citizens of Gangtok would be, Gangtok is your city. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it green.